Today, we're diving into a classic family comedy from 1994, Baby's Day Out.
That's right, this film is a true gem, and we can't wait to share our thoughts and nostalgia with you.
All right, let's delve a bit deeper into the plot of Baby's Day Out. As we mentioned earlier, it's the story of a wealthy couple, the Cotswells, whose baby, Bink, becomes the target of a bizarre kidnapping.
The three kidnappers, played by Joe Mantegna, Lara Flynn Boyle, and Joe Pantoliano, think they hit the jackpot by taking Bink. They're convinced they can ransom him for a hefty sum.
But here's where the fun begins. Bink, this adorable little baby, turns out to be a lot smarter and resourceful than anyone could have imagined.
That's right. Instead of being an easy victim, Bink manages to escape from the clutches of the bumbling kidnappers and embarks on his own adventure through the bustling city of Chicago.
And what an adventure it is. Bink's escapades include encounters with construction workers, pigeons, and even a zoo. Each scene is more hilarious and heartwarming than the last.
The kidnappers, on the other hand, find themselves in one comical predicament after another as they chase Bink all over the city.
It's a classic case of the tables being turned, with the baby outsmarting the grown-ups. The humor is really in the slapstick situations and the contrast between the criminal's incompetence and Bink's cleverness.
And while the plot is simple, it's the execution and the comedic timing that make Baby's Day Out such an enjoyable film for all ages.
So if you're in the mood for a lighthearted and entertaining family film with a lot of laughs, Baby's Day Out is definitely worth a watch.
Let's talk a bit more about the characters and the performances in Baby's Day Out.
Absolutely. The characters in this film are larger than life, and the actors really brought them to life with their performances.
First, let's talk about the three hapless kidnappers, Eddie, Norby, and Vico, played by Joe Mantegna, Lara Flynn Boyle, and Joe Pantoliano, respectively. These three actors had fantastic chemistry together, and their comedic timing was spot on.
Joe Mantegna, in particular, was a standout as Eddie. He played the leader of the trio with this mix of cluelessness and desperation that made him endearing in a strange way. Lara Flynn Boyle and Joe Pantoliano provided great support, and their constant bickering added to the humor.
And then there's the real star of the show, the baby who played Bink. His performance, or rather his adorable expressions and reactions, stole the hearts of the audience.
The baby's innocence and genuine reactions to the crazy situations he finds himself in are what make the film so endearing. You can't help but root for Bink throughout the movie.
Absolutely, Eva. It's a testament to the skill of the filmmakers and the baby's handlers that they were able to capture such authentic and heartwarming moments on screen.
And let's not forget the supporting characters, like the friendly zookeeper and the compassionate pigeon lady. They added depth to the story and provided moments of warmth and kindness in the midst of the chaos.
Overall, the performances in Baby's Day Out were top-notch and played a significant role in making the film the memorable and enjoyable family comedy that it is.
So if you haven't seen it yet, be sure to check it out for the performances alone. It's a movie that's sure to leave you with a smile on your face. Baby's Day Out is a slapstick comedy that had us laughing from start to finish. The humor is simple but effective.
It's a feel-good movie that takes us back to the 90s. I remember watching it as a kid and laughing my heart out. The director, Patrick Reed Johnson, did a fantastic job capturing the essence of this film. The pacing is spot on, and he made Chicago look like a playground for Baby Bink.
The cinematography was also impressive. The way they shot some of the action sequences with the baby was quite innovative for its time. While it's primarily a comedy, there's a theme of innocence and the idea that even a baby can outsmart grown-up criminals.
It reminds us of the power of imagination and how the simplest things can be the most entertaining. So, Eva, what's your final rating for Baby's Day Out?
I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10. It's a classic that never gets old, and it's perfect for family movie night.
I'm right there with you, Eva. I'll give it an 8 as well. It's a timeless comedy that's worth revisiting.
That's it for our review of Baby's Day Out. If you haven't seen it in a while, we highly recommend it.
Thanks for joining us today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a review from us.